Guys, I'm Brandy. This is my first stream. It's pretty exciting, but a little nerve-wracking. I am going to be playing Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. This is a game I used to play in 2012, 2013. I really like the story. I like the simple combat. To be quite honest, and there's lots of different items you can get, and I just think it's a really fun game. So I played a little earlier this week, but I'm going to start a new game for today's stream. Get to do some character creation is probably as far as we'll get today, and then my actual stream goes live on Wednesday, the 16th. So if you like what you see, catch me then, and I think that we'll have a lot of fun together. So let's start this. So something that they didn't change in the remastered version is that there are still a lot of loading screens. So that's not the best. I kind of do wish they would have fixed that, but still a great game. Anyway.
To new magic. Perhaps we should have
So it's just going over the story,
rising tide.
which
What force might awaken?
I'm not sure
Of
if you guys
course.
like to listen to that or
Powerful
not.
enough to twist
So
even the eternal.
we're just gonna let
and
that run
immutable
through.
faith of
Now, I don't know if you guys like
But
captions. I'm a
the new
big
king of
caption
the
person,
Winter
so
Court,
hopefully you guys
surprised
can
us all.
listen to me talk and
Singular
still
among
read the
his people.
captions to get what's
He was
going on
all
with
that
this
other
story.
not aggressive,
This is one real bad dude
ambitious,
right here, as you can tell.
fiery. He had power like none we had
And
ever seen.
yeah, so
Terrible and
this is a
deadly.
very new experience for me, but I am actually really excited for it. It's a new adventure. I recently graduated
Gadflow and his followers,
from
the
school,
Tuatha
so I
Dé
have
believed
some
that a new
time
god
off,
was to be born in the east.
and this
beneath
is
Gadflow's
a passion
crystalline
for me,
fortress
video
of
games.
Amazon.
I've been playing since
In the name of that
I was
god,
little. I
they
started
marched to war
on
against the young races of Amalur.
probably the Super
Against a
Nintendo, I
mortal
think, is what I
army.
started
No
on,
matter the
Zombies Ate
power
My
of their
Neighbors,
god, we might
which
have been
is a
victorious.
ton of fun. It's actually
But
probably one of
they
my
are
favorite video
creatures
games
of
of all time.
magic, not bound by
I've
the
ever
laws
played that,
of life.
and then went
death.
over to N64
Each
and
Tuatha
the
fallen on the
GameCube after
battlefield would
that,
soon
and
rise
then maybe
again. For the
PS2.
Fae do not know death as
Yeah.
we do.
Didn't play the
How
PS2
could we
as
stand
much,
against
but
such a
then we went
force?
and I just went to the
For
Xbox
10 years, the
360,
war
and now I have the
raged.
PlayStation
For
4
10
and the
years, the
Xbox.
armies of men and
I'm
Alpha
a
fought and died.
big role-playing game
But as our
fan,
numbers dwindled,
so
we knew
and
that
clearly
it
I
was
can
only a
talk,
matter of
so
time.
that's always
Our
nice.
fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until
I don't know
we
the
died.
etiquette on this typically, so I'll have to look into that to see if I should let these sorts of things play through. But I do find it interesting, and for a beginning session, I don't think it's bad to just have some time to talk while this is going, and then you can kind of get the best of both worlds. So, and I do want to thank my new followers, Brandy Megs, Red Heathen, and Reps for Anal. So thank you guys for taking the time to follow me and show your support. This is all really new to me, and I'm really excited to learn this all with you guys. So, alright, almost a character creation time.
What do you think this one
So,
is then? Alpha, Gorani, could even
I
be
do love
Joker?
character creation. I really love when you
Always
can
a surprise,
customize
eh, Garan?
who you
Eyes
are.
on
It
the
just makes the
job.
game more personal,
Don't matter what
at
it
least I
is.
think.
Dead's dead.
Of course, the
Be thankful
graphics,
for that.
they
All
have
we
been
see.
remastered. I don't think,
Go on and pull back the sheep.
to be honest, that they're
It'll need to be in our
astounding.
report,
But
one
again,
way
it's
or
a
the
really
other.
solid game, so I really don't mind at all. You'll kind of see with like the floor textures and things of that nature, but that's all right. So I'm gonna be a woman, and I'm thinking this. I really the Ducklefar. Please forgive any of my pronunciation ever. Pretty horrible at it, but we get a stealth bonus, persuasion, and sagecraft. I'm really big on persuasion and stealth. Those are typically like my main points, so I'm gonna go with them. And I don't know what class I'm going to play this time. So you can kind of work with like mana, finesse, and might. I'm thinking I might. One of my favorite blends is a finesse mana kind of character. And I think I'll go that route this time as well. Because I really like the Fey Blades. And again, forgive my pronunciation, but the Chakrams as well. I'm a big fan of. So, alright, let's start with a base of her. What, we got this preset. Like, and it does look nice. It does definitely look nice. I think maybe my expectations were a little higher for it. But I still think it's really great. Now this eyeshadow, can you guys even see that? Like, I cannot really tell the different eyeshadows. I think there was one that was really light. Is it this one? We'll figure it out. There's one in there. Oh, right there. That's nice and light. We'll darken it, I guess. I'm a big fan of red lips. Don't know if I pull it off, the best myself in real life, but definitely my video game characters can have bright red lips. If I can find it. Alright, there we go. I do like her skin tone like this. Yeah, it's really pretty. Let's see the other options. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the darker skin tone, red lips. Eye color is kind of a silvery, I believe. Now hair color. I kind of like to imagine like drow, and I love the white hair combination, so we're gonna go with that. Let's see what we've got for hair. Looking good. Look, she's so fierce already. So exciting. That's not her vibe. Not at all. Yeah. I do really like the braids. I think it adds a lot of texture, and like also, come on, if you're in this kind of scenario, like you need your hair back. So it makes sense. Oh, eyebrow color is another kind of hard one to see. Oh, I guess it's kind of easier right now. Maybe my screen's lighter than normal. Alright, but we'll do the white eyebrows on her. Her jewelry. I really like, they have these bone ones are really nice. I think tattoo. Of course, we gotta have a tattoo. Gotta represent the tattoo community here. Let's make it very bright. And let's look at some different colors for that. They have some great options for tattoos, which I actually really appreciate. Okay, the blue looks really nice. She's got the red lips, so I'm thinking you got the white hair, the darker skin, and some bright red. If I put it on red at least. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Alright. Je ne sais pas. Which I will, by the way, say random things in French, which is probably really improper of me because I am very bad at French. It's actually not my strongest subject. It was not my strongest subject in school, so I'm sorry to any French people who ever listen to this and are like, oh my gosh, she's butchering our language, because I am. Alright. I really don't know. I'm going back and forth, guys. I'm so sorry. We're going to do this one. That one's going to work. We're going to make it super intense, and then I'm just going to check out the different faces now that we have more of a well-rounded face. I think we're going to do the middle one. I think I like that one a little more. Alright. I think she's looking great. She's looking like a badass. This is how I want to look, fantasy style. Alright. Awesome. So we have a character made.
Looks like one of
Well, she
the
doesn't have a name
Dockhalfar
yet.
women.
Sorry.
Held up pretty good too. All right,
Held
then.
up pretty good too.
Make sure it
That's
goes
good.
into the
That's
report.
great.
You know he'll want all the details.
Oh, I
Amazing
will be
how
getting
well
a
the
better
body
microphone.
held
I
up.
actually have one.
Better than I've seen.
Shout out
just
to
glad it's not moving.
my brother-in-law, Tyler, for that. He sent one my way. I'm just waiting to get the proper setup for that. And I will eventually get a nicer
Unless
camera
you'd like
as
to
well.
name her, I think we're done.
COVID
Put her with the others.
and cameras, I guess it makes sense. A lot of them are gone. So this is what we're working with right now. So I'm thinking Nyx for a name. From my understanding, she was like the goddess of the night. Now, if I'm wrong, y'all are welcome to let me know. I'll actually check my chat and see if anything's going on there. But I think that's pretty fitting. Kind of, again, a badass name to match a badass woman. Actually, let's get through the tutorial, quite possibly, instead of just
that's
character
it for you,
creation.
then. Better
Because
luck next time.
while the tutorials are great, they're not the most exciting, so we'll just do, you know, like a session 0. Which, by the way, I think on Sundays, I will be, like, dressing up because I play D&D on Sundays, and we're doing a new... Look at her eyes! Yes! Well, not to the corpses. Oof. But, yeah, so we do D&D, so I'll be dressing up for that, and I'll just bring that right into this. So that'll be fun. Oof, not a great way to wake up. Can you imagine? Like, dead. Like, literally everything. Ugh. Not great. Can, like, you imagine your feet? It's just like, oh, God. That's, like, the freaking worst. Alright, she is moving. She's doing good. She's looking around. She's like, where the fuck am I? I don't remember this shit. I do swear a lot too, so just so you know. Shout out to that. Alright, so my settings must be really light because this is way lighter than my first go through. Oof. Got some shit falling down over here. Can you? That's a huge fall. Alright. Find a way out. That is always solid. So we got a nice little note over here. Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Piling remains have become a concern in the lower caverns, so an incinerator has been added to deal with the wastes. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible, although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash domes. Hardly a fitting rest for the poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. Alright, so they're incinerating people. Go over here. You got a lovely little body over here. Does not look very fresh at all, so kind of woof. Wondering what's going on there. Gonna grab a... Oh, loot a rusty sword. It's not just grab it. Because I'm sure the dead body was using it. Like, she still looks super cool, even in, like, these bloody old rags. Alright. Constant vibrating there with the, cavern falling in, I believe. Something along those lines.
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might
Yeah,
of
the
the
Tuatha are
Tuatha!
just, like, fucking everyone up. There's nothing I can even do. Pretty big bummer. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Some rats in here. Some giant rats. You notice that's like a thing, and like you're like for example in like Oblivion, like there's just giant rats. Like,
Stay away!
is that the world we want to live in, guys? There's just giant rats everywhere. It's definitely not what I want. It's a whole mess. But
No child.
I got so I got my mom and my brother started on this game. So they've been playing it when I'm not, which is really cool. But it also means that I've seen the tutorial a few times at this point.
You! Up there!
But
Please help me! Please!
it's always golden, right?
Mortal scum.
They actually do a really solid tutorial in this, I think,
All die.
where they let you try out different weapons. They don't let you try out all the weapons, but as you'll see, you get like daggers and a bow. I believe you get a shield, some armor, so it's nice to like test that out, see what you actually really like. Oof. For future reference, I get hit a lot, and I roll away. Right? Wow, roll away a lot. It's like my move. Oh, thank you, thank you. Why, if you hadn't come along, yeah, I know, right? Can you? That's a whole thing too. Like, oh, I just threw you into the dead bodies, and now you're here.
You're alive!
He's like so excited. I would be excited too.
Well,
What happened to me?
you died. I don't know how, but your body was remade in the Well of Souls,
Body
and
was remade
somehow
in the Well of Souls, and somehow
the well restored your soul to your body.
Well
and
restored
it
your soul, your
worked.
body.
We must get you to Professor
So
Hughes
great.
right away. His
So,
questions- oh my.
who are these attackers?
Don't know.
They are like
Perhaps
the
process
Tuatha,
damaged
which
your memory. They
are
we've never seen them this
Fae,
far.
as you saw in that
You're an
beginning
invasion.
section. I'm pressing X really fast. I'm
Know
so
why
sorry
they're
if you guys
here.
are trying to read
Hughes
this.
may have the answer to that
That's
as
my
well.
mistake.
You must stay alive and reach it.
Gotta stay alive and reach him.
Professor Former
Is Hughes? Tell
Well
me.
of Souls is his life's
I can't
work.
even begin
The
to
Tuatha are coming into the lower levels.
Femoris,
If we hurry, we
Hughes?
should be able to beat them to the top.
Kinda,
Take these.
again,
They'll
worried
help
about
keep you safe
pronouncing
long enough to
things.
get to
Not
Hughes.
my
Now,
forte.
let's get going.
Let's get going. That's a great idea. Look, he gave me health potions. Got some battered armor, some worn leggings. That's also kind of really nice about this game is, oh, if I could go to armor. Everything mostly glows when you have items there. You got
Right
like
this way.
this chest over here, it glows.
Go first.
So, even if you're not being the most thorough in exploration, which I can kind of vary, to be honest, you don't miss too much because of that nice glow. All right, I'm gonna get going in a second. You like how here I am, and I'm like, I just came back from the fucking dead, and like all these things are happening, and there's a giant attack going on, and I'm just here like,
the Well of Souls.
hey guys, can I break some boxes real quick? There could be some good things in them. Like it's not realistic at all. It's just a whole mess too. Right. Fuck. That's not good. Blowing shit up. Horrible. Oh yeah, I have to go across this. You know, as mentioned, I have seen this a million times, so I should know that by now. My memory might not be the best. It's okay. Get a buff. Alright, let's pull the lever. See what we got. Oh yeah, my lighting will be better too. I am waiting on an Amazon order. I messed up. So my lighting will get better, which
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can
will
find
be
anything
great.
useful.
So we're definitely next week on launch gonna have a better microphone. Again, thank you, Ty. And we are gonna have a better lighting system. And also shout out to my mom, which I should have thanked her for, but as mentioned, it's really hard to find webcams right now. They're all back ordered. So she actually gave me one that she had, and it's super helpful because if not, I would be probably waiting a while longer to stream because it was not fun. I was looking at like Target and Best Buy, Amazon, pretty much everywhere. And everywhere was back ordered. Again, I think it's because everybody's working from home and like Zooming their friends and family because of COVID. So, alright, so we got some battered armor, some torn gloves. None of these have restrictions right now, which we'll get into later, but they are all just base level, so easy peasy. We just got a kite shield. Let's go back into the inventory. That goes under armor. Pow! Look at that. So fierce. We got our consumables. It's just a healing potion and some items. My notes. I don't know why. I have a thing with like taking notes. Like I'll have like a million tattered notes. Like why do I do that? Do I need those tattered notes? Do they have anything of value? No, you literally can't read them, so they don't. Oh no, what's happening? They're breaking through. Press LT to block enemy attacks. Which, this shows you how much it'll block, but at these beginning levels, it's just going to block everything. Which is really nice. If you're beginning, just throw your shield up and you're not going to get fucked with. I'm like a fan of like, again, like slashing and then like running away, throwing like a few distance hits. So like usually my first weapon, my primary weapon is something for close range, and then my secondary weapon is something like this, something for more ranged. Alright, what's in here? Okay. There's 2 ways to go. What's in this? Damn. Kill some boxes again. Time is of the essence. Get those boxes. Stat. Right.
Archers up ahead.
Some 2 others.
Let's shoot them before they see us.
Not good, guys. Oh, well. Guys, I'm a mess. Like, I love playing video games, but do not be mistaken with that. Me being a phenomenal video game player. I have the skills of someone who loves video games, but is not just, like, good at hand-eye coordination in real life, and it, like, translates to video games. I will make sound effects as well, so, you know, I hope you enjoy that, and, you know, paired with all my swearing. Alright. What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Yo, I hadn't watched that movie, and I was like forced to by my husband, which it turned out to be a great choice. Awesome movie. Oh, that scene's the best, and now I can like quote it all the time for no reason, and so great, so quotable. Like, obviously, you can't do it justice. Justice can't even talk today. But it works. Alright.
Daggers are
Where are we
deadly
going now?
if you catch an enemy unaware.
To get another weapon.
Their speed
Yeah.
more than makes up for their size.
Alright. We got some rusty gauntlets now. Getting real fancy. Oh yeah, we have weapons. So we're gonna equip our crude iron daggers, which look nicer than our rusty sword. And we're gonna put some rusty gauntlets on because they are just gonna give us a little more protection. Can you imagine if, like, in real life there were just like fucking giant caverns like this everywhere with just adventure?
If you can sneak up
That's
on
like,
them with your
that's a
daggers,
whole thing.
you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
Alright, we're gonna enter stealth mode. Be really quiet. I don't know if you can hear me, probably. I'm gonna go fuck this guy up. Done. Done. Oh, his armor is nice. I want armor like that. But guess what? I'm gonna loot his body.
Time to
Oh, I
waste.
didn't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know there's no time to waste, guy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to loot bodies here. This is all I get off his body, but I'm pretty sure he has more on his body. I want to loot it more. Is this like, I'm gonna pretend it's like a quick search. Ooh, I'm looking cooler. Look at that. I'm getting like an outfit together. Oh. Yeah. Whoo. Look at that. She's like a whole thing. Nice. Oh, her armor's cool now. I mean, not really because it's the beginning, but it looks cool. Alright. This guy. Lefty's. He's done. Nice. Beautiful. I think it says what weapons, what the speeds are and such. I think the daggers are fast. Here, let's double check that. I should know this. Very fast speed. And average speed for the longsword. So, like, obviously standard role-playing game stuff. You get, like, a giant hammer, and it's gonna do a lot of damage, but it's not gonna swing very fast. Where, you know, daggers are light and airy, and they're not gonna do as much damage, but they are gonna really get in the punches.
Perhaps there
what
is
the
more to you than
frick?
it seems.
Hold RT to access. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use magic right here. Which this is not what I'm supposed to hit this. It looks a lot cooler when I do that.
Incredible.
Look at that! Wonderful electricity. It's a new invention. It's not. You can see it literally going to pretend lots of things while we play this game together, I am sure. Spider memo. I don't know how you guys feel about me reading these. I don't know how I feel about reading them, but we're going to try it out again, and I might give up halfway. Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. Claude will try to take credit for an efficient cleansing with his, another hard word to pronounce, Praetorians. But I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick